Hi everybody and welcome back to Small Caliber Arms Review. I'm Richard and you've seen me open a lot of boxes on this bench, and I like a lot of different firearms. I like pistols, I like rifles, I like flintlocks, you name it, I like them. This is going to be my first real venture into some long distance shooting, so let's open up this box from Howa and see what's inside of it. Now this thing barely fits on the bench here, so I have to get it out and get the box out of the way. It's kind of a big box. It's kind of a big rifle that's in there, but it's pretty empty. It's still all sealed up. I haven't done anything to it. We'll get the parts and pieces out of here, get it set out on the bench, and I'll show you what everything is. All right, now here's everything that was in the box. You've got the rifle itself, of course, and this has the Luth-AR buttstock on it. My 308 AR-10, I put the same buttstock on it, and I really like that one. The bolt was in the box there. The safety and instruction manuals in the box, and this little package was in there too, and this one kind of puzzles me. Now this is a Howa. It also fits the Weatherby Vanguard. The Weatherby Vanguard and the Howa 1500 are the same action and barrel and everything. But with this one, they sent a detachable magazine for the Howa 1500. It's like a kit to I guess convert it over. The magazine, of course, I need for this. This is a Howa chassis rifle, or a Howa HCR. But the other parts in here, why they sent me this setup here, there's no way I can change this out. There's your floor plate and everything. I can't change that out. It's a chassis rifle. This trigger guard, the mag well, everything, the whole frame, fore end, are all made in one piece. So yeah, I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. And it comes with the screws to mount it. Don't need it. It's a little extra cost, but really this was a lot less expensive than getting one of the ones that came with the scope on it. And I think when they come with the scope, they have a lot of these that are done up in like a American flag type pattern on them and everything. And they run about $1,200 to $1,500. I saved a lot of money by getting this because I didn't pay that price for this. This is right around the $700 mark. So there's parts in there I don't need. I'm sure I paid for them. But the magazine, the bolt, the rifle itself. Now this rifle does not have a base, scope base on it. All right, so I picked up this Leupold Weatherby Vanguard short action scope base to mount on top of the rifle. Got that sitting right here. Comes with the screws, comes with a Torx wrench to go on there. And I've got my scope, of course. That's the Cabelas Covenant 5, 3 to 25 by 56. Now I did have to get high rings for it because with the size of that objective on there, it's pretty big. This is going to sit fairly low, and you want to keep it as close to the axis of the barrel as you can. And so I'll get that mounted on there. I also picked up a Caldwell XLA bipod. This is a 9 to 13. It's a pivoting type. Now this, I really wanted one that attached directly to the M-LOK rail on the front of this, but when you get those, they're fixed. They don't pivot, and I really wanted one that pivoted on there. But it does have the swivel stud on the front there, so I can attach it right to that, and it shouldn't stick out too far. Now, after dropping that, I'm going to go ahead and get this put on there and get the scope mounted on there, the rings, the whole 9 yards. Let's get this thing put together. It's enough talking. And one of the cool things about the Howa 1500 is it uses the same pistol grip and the same buttstock as your AR style, rifles. So you can interchange them if you want. If you don't like that buttstock, you can obviously change it if you don't like that pistol grip. And I may change that later on. I do like the buttstock. Not too keen on the pistol grip. I like the ones that got the little palm shelf on there that kind of hold your hand there a little bit. But I think I got everything set up where I want it. May have to adjust a little bit. Nah, it looks pretty good. I got all the accessories on there I want on it. For now anyways. It does have a threaded muzzle on it, so you know what that means. There needs to be a suppressor on there. Got the 10-round box magazine, only one. And with the bipod that's on there, even at the lowest setting, it clears it, no problem. It is adjustable 6 to 9 inches. Right now it's at the 6-inch setting. 9 inches will bring it up quite a bit higher. The Cabelas Covenant 5 scope on there. I used the little Wheeler levels there. They don't quite fit right in here. This one's got a little magnet on it that's supposed to ride on the rails of the where the bolt rides, and it didn't quite fit in there, so I put it on the Picatinny rail right up against the scope rings, and it does sit flat on there, so that held it on the little top level there. Match those up, tighten everything down, torque it in a certain specific sequence so you don't pull it one way and then pull it back the other way. So you do it crosswise and it'll get it all leveled up. Got the bipod on there. It is a swivel stud style. It does have a swivel stud on there, so not a problem. The buttstock does have QD attachment points. Unfortunately, you have to get the insert that goes in there. It is a little metal insert that's threaded and threads into that plastic there and bites really hard. I do have it on my AR-10. But everything's on there and leveled up, ready to go. Now all I got to do is get it out on the range and get it broke in first. Now I'm going to save that for another video because it's a pretty lengthy break-in process. You need to use a copper removing cleaner, which is pretty smelly and somewhat hazardous, so it's dissolving copper. So we'll fire a few rounds. I'll go over it in the next video. But anyways, there's the assembly of the Howa 1500. Next video, we'll break it in. Anyways, if you could, hit this button up here to check out some of my other videos. Hit this button over here to subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching Small Caliber Arms Review.